Hey, what's going on, guys? It is the exciting day one of, what's the league name again? Crucible League. And I'm wide awake, even though I got very little sleep last night. Early morning for me right now. Today is going to be a very interesting day indeed. Very exciting league start for me, more than usual. I have a most impressive, I think, league start guide that I will be following. Poison Tornado Shot. Not going to get there day one, of course, but we're going to get there in due time. Day one will consist of Poisonous Concoction leveling in 3.21. So that's exciting. I feel like I'm the only person who's been saying the Poisonous Concoction is totally fine, still good even, and I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. We're going to see this thing through right now, and I will be using life flasks in this test run, if you know what I'm saying. So, let's get to it. I will bring the highlights to you this time. We'll kind of I'll keep you checked in, so you can kind of get a sense of where Poisonous Concoction is. Here we go. Darn. I didn't practice much for this league. Gonna be a slow campaign. That's alright. Very slow campaign. Doing things out of order here. Wait, I just two-shot that guy. That never happens. They just made the campaign easier. What? They nerfed the campaign. What the heck? Alright. Act 1 done. So, this is like the first time ever I don't have a 3-link. I never got a 3-link. I did get some good gear. I actually got 2 rare rings already. One of them through Essence. I have very good fortune with Essences and Galvanic Arrow. Galvanic Arrow was super strong because I got like a double flat short bow. Double flat prefix damage short bow through an Essence. Really like the Galvanic Arrow leveling. Way better than Caustic Arrow. At least my preference. Couldn't find any life flasks. The fact that the vendors aren't giving me options meant I get no 3-link. Oh, fine. Well, now I have a 3-link. So that's nice. Alright. Just change that over and we'll do that. And then we'll do that. I'll do that, and that, and now I'm Gucci. Okay. Just had to wait till after the boss kill, I guess. As you can see, the boss died pretty fast, though. Oh, no. Actually, I'm definitely going to wear that. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. I figured out Vitality. Flask charge is definitely getting soaked up, but I only have 2 flasks instead of 3. I mean, I'm doing a ZDPS skill right now. Just ask Reddit. Literal ZDPS. Oh! First Chaos Orb and Abyss. What? What? What login? Oh my god. This is even better than the Chaos Orb. With a Bismuth Flask on top. Actually, I don't care about the Bismuth Flask because I'm not going to use it for anything. Oh my god. That was so much luck in like 3 seconds. I'm buying something a little better. With my first Chaos Orb. Something a little smarter. Especially given my situation. Dusk Doe. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Considering I have 0% movement speed. Just a tad better than my current boots. Just tad. I did blow all my flask charges, didn't I? This is the worst flask charge generation I'll have for a while. But as you can see, you don't really need flask charges. To be fair, I am doing about double damage with these boots. Definitely an amazing buy, purchase. Realized that I should buy them after the fact. After setting out the guide. Oh well, Chaos Res? Already? Really? Wow. So things are looking good. I'm going to get a Feast Bind soon. Sell this Gem Cutter Prism. Unfortunately, my time is absolutely terrible. It's 1 hour and 20 minutes. I've been messing with stuff with major loot filter problems and just dealing with stuff, so it's okay. Another 4-link? Wow. I got 3 4-links already. And armor, evasion, and intelligence. I'm looking for evasion, pure evasion. Orb of Binding. What is this? What is that? I win. I win the game. I just won the game. Now I get whatever 4-link I want. Easy game. Easy game. What is he here? Here. Enduring Mana Flask helps a little bit.
You are being selfish.
Still don't have Leech and mana on hit, so I do have mana on hit, obviously, but actually I underestimated slightly how good 4 mana on hit would be.
You're so in love with death.
Anyway, he's dead. And that's all junk. Pretty smooth Act 4. Got some better flasks now. But yeah, Herald of Agony, Haste. Kind of see what guys I'm working with. I don't have the nice 3-link yet, but this is the 4-link to be using here. I will be replacing Greater Volley. I'll be putting Greater Volley into Volley and then lesser multiple projectiles for Void Manipulation support. So Act 3 is finishing up here. We've had a very nice Act 3. Pretty fast considering I've been kind of messing around on other stuff, you know. Basically, it's not really replicating a standard run. I got the 3 green, 1 blue, 3 separate times, and now I literally just dropped another 4-link I want, which is a 2 green, 2 red I can use here. I can't really switch that over. Dusk Toe still in here, some other things, no other major upgrades. Wither. Got withered. There it is. Ooh. Ooh. Damage is obviously off the chart. I typically don't have life flask charges still currently, but if I buy a Feast Bind, I think that'll change. Hoping.
Once Kitava has gobbled up every scrap of Oriathan flesh, sucked every Oriathan bone dry of marrow.
What? Look at this fucking cluster. With this jewel, oh my god. Wow. Wow. Dude, I may actually blow a couple. I might blow a couple passive points right here, maybe for that one. Damn. Be happy with that. Damn. With Prolift clear feels much better. Cool. Wait, what? Oh, he was in Act 6, right? Alright, Feast Bind. Secured. 1 Chaos is actually pretty expensive for this belt, but it's perfectly rolled, so that's gonna be nice. Can't wait to see how the flask charges feel, if there's any difference there. I got that Chaos Orb by selling 4 Alk Orbs. We do what we must. And my gear's broken. Damn. Oops. All right. Oh, we're not done yet. Thought we were done. Awkward. Oh, we are done. Okay. Well, I'm supposed to be wearing Feastbind, but can't fit it with the strength because I leveled my 3 different strength gems too far, so I'm kind of in a weird situation where I think I'll just wait until I find strength on a jewelry piece or something. But things are looking pretty good. Flask charges are tough to keep up when there's hardly any monsters around in a campaign. But with Feastbind and us getting into the more thick of things, I think it'll get better. And of course, eventually I'm going to take replenishing remedies. That'll help. Ranking coming to an end. Oh! Cartographer Chisel in Act 6? What is that doing there? Sad. Not getting any uniques off the bosses ever. Well, reporting in for Act 6 completion. I think I'm gonna go get the Leech and Hit Nose. Life on Hit, Man on Hit would be nice. I got some link things figured out. I need to hit this green to get my 4 link with the temp chains. That's gonna be pretty 4 link. Just got this 4 link set up too. These are kind of luxury 4 links. This is the only one that's really necessary. And really liking Feastbind. This Act 6 is where I began using Feastbind. I went from, you know, basically not having life flask charges very much at all in any of the content to having life charges most of the time, except for like single target boss fights. You know, would run out of them in that case too. Also got Malagaro's Cruelty. Very well rolled one. I got to pick and choose which one I wanted out of like 30 choices. So Dusktoe, Feastbind, and Malagaro's Cruelty all were very easy to purchase for 1 chaos early on day 1. Nice. Next purchase might be the ring. I was looking at all the content creators. Huh? Ah. Oh, where have I heard that sound before? Wow. I found 2 Chaos Orbs. And then a Divine Orb. Right before this Act 7 boss, who is going to die very quickly, as you can see. I died because... You've literally died because of it. On hardcore, I hope not. This boss died because of it. Hey, wait a minute. Got all our health back. That's stupid. What? What is going on? Prism Weave? Followed by... I don't even know what this is. Well. Chris Wilson finally hit the button on my streamer client. Clearly. I was wondering if he was gonna do that for me. Well, I don't even know what to do. This is completely unplanned. This is not part of the League Start Day 1 plan. I didn't find a Divine Orb until Day 3 last League, by the way. So, I'm aloof. I don't know what to do. I'll probably buy 100 chromatic orbs, actually. Maybe I can finally get 3 red and 1 green.
Greetings.
You think I can do it if I get 100 chromes? I think it's been changed, but I mean, it could have been. I got some nice deeps there. Wait, how did I kill Solaris first? I thought that was literally impossible. What? Wild. Oh, I guess Act 8 is done. There's Act 8, and I'm still dealing with some weird stuff with my links a little bit, but things are coming together pretty well. Definitely progressing the passives points. I got the switcheroo here done, pulled out of Field Medicine, got Replenishing Remedies up to the Chaos Cluster and up to Blood Siphon, and then we'll begin the long trek down this way. Let's see where my hit chance is at. It's at 100%, but that's because I'm wearing some accuracy on gear, so I, for now, have not taken Acuity, but I definitely will. Some point, flash charges feel pretty good. Still on the road to Dangerous Adrenaline, so don't have that yet. But I don't really know if this mastery is very good for like leveling. You know, my crit chance is so low. My attack speed is not amazing. I'm not sure. Maybe Life Flask, gain 1 charge every 3 seconds would be better, but yeah. Oh, sorry. I guess the camera's laggy. They're dealing with some lag. Oh well. So be it. Everything is looking pretty good. Build's feeling good, feeling strong. I mean, part of that is because you can buy these cheap uniques so easily. That really help expand your power. Oh yeah, also got all the auras set up. Their War Banner with an increased duration support that's currently not in because of the link issues, but you can see I got a whopping 88 mana unreserved anyway. Haste, Herald of Agony, and Arctic Armor. It's really nice at this point. Feels like a really nice set of 4 auras, and then, you know, get 32% increase damage there from that mastery is a lot of increased damage. Oh, I guess I got another point. Right there. Okay. Oh yeah, I got the crit chance from the power charges. That's a good point. I didn't mention that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Malagaros. Normally, I don't really care about power charges, but there definitely is a synergy in Malagaros' cruelty by getting power charges. And having it line up there with this mastery, maybe that is pretty good. Let's see what my crit chance actually shows here. Critical strike chance. 9%. 9% with 1. 6%. Oh, okay. So it's goes up to 15%. From 6% to 15% chance to crit. Definitely it's going to affect that quite a bit. And look, we're now getting Divine Life Flask, so we get the exciting... This is the most exciting time to roll Life Flasks. Uh-oh. I don't know how I didn't get killed there. Wait. Nah, this ain't right. That ain't right. He's supposed to be dead already. I hurt. Boom. I never once got a unique item off of a boss. What the heck, Chris Wilson? I thought the boss loot was supposed to be better. Alright, let's see the damage. I got 9 hours and 4 minutes. Now, to be fair, I was AFK for 45 minutes online there, but that's still over 8-hour campaign, man. Not that good. Where did all that time go? Well, a lot of it went into purchasing a lot of uniques that have set me up really nicely for just absolutely destroying white and yellow maps. Basically not expecting to change hardly any of this gear. Definitely until getting into red maps, probably. Time all went into filter. Yeah, a little bit went into the filter issues. Of course, I'll replace the gloves and the helmet. The chest is probably next on my radar. Get cherubims, get a huge amount of evasion with that, I think. I look to maybe trying to get essence for reservation on a helmet, because I think that will maybe unlock an additional aura in exchange for something else. Definitely feeling a little bit squishy, but to be expected. The links are all pretty good. Got nice war banner, temp chains, increased duration, cast from damage taken support. So temp chains and cast from damage taken support together. That's all right there. This is just an aura with the blood rage slammed in. And this is faster attacks, culling strikes, shield charge, ancestral protectors, all working together there. Feast bind may be unnecessary now at this point. I'm not sure you get to see the flask charges gained there. You can see they go up, especially like if I use this overflowing chalice. I mean, they are just flying up from 18 to 36 charges. That's pretty wild. All of the tech now in place for flask charge recovery. I'm not expecting to see it get any better than this, really. With replenishing remedies, with power charges combined with the flash charge, when you deal critical strike, I have 15% chance to critically strike. With power charges, 3 charges every 3 seconds. Additional, charge recovery. Maximum or flash charges gained. Kind of floating all over. Next point into acuity. I think I'll probably get the 6th projectile after that. I'm still on this 4-link. 5-link will be soon, probably, with Cherubim's Maleficence. I got a Divine Orb. Still haven't done anything with. This is going to be easy now. Almost there. I only need 3 more points. And it'll be smoother sailing.
Journey well.
Oh my god, look at this. This is the best item I've found so far this league. This is better than the Divine Orb. Why is it only 5%? How'd you only roll 5%? Ah! I could have, man, if that had been 7%, it doesn't matter. That thing's a freaking monster. Oh my god. This is exactly the same caliber or better of what I posted in the build guide. This is literally, I'm going to wear this almost certainly for Poison Tornado Shot. Almost guarantee it. Plus I'll get the Exalt Slam it. Barracks respiked. Okay, that's somewhat of a big unique this time of the league. A lot of people are making the taming for their elemental bows. Grimrose build features two the tamings, so I think this thing might be a little bit expensive right now. If I had to guess. Well, hey there, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the highlights there. This is day 1 recap day 1. You can see my stash tab there. I did pretty well for myself. I found a couple of tabulas. I found that Barracks Respite, as you saw. I found a helmet that sold for 25 chaos. I found a Heat Shiver that sold for 50 chaos. And, I've obviously found a few good rare jewels, which are still in my bags, I think. And I just blasting through the maps, not doing any league mechanics. I didn't even touch the Crucible league mechanic. Per our usual arrangement, it's not worth doing pretty much ever until you get really well geared already, or apparently this league it's going to be all about in-game crafting, I suppose. So I'm not even looking at it, and it's extra hard on top of that, and I don't have a weapon, obviously. I don't feel like I'm missing out though, because even if I had a weapon, honestly, I probably wouldn't even be doing it. I would maybe do it by now, but I'm running unique items, so I can't do it anyway. So I don't feel like I'm missing out on any special player power. I feel like I got ahead in terms of time. I played 16 or 17 hours yesterday, got further than ever before. I closed the day out with an Eater of Worlds and Exarch kill, and then continued running a few additional maps. I got damn near the whole thing completed, 90 out of 115. Just absolute ease of clearing the maps, and that's because Poisonous Concoction worked out well for me. And I'm going to prove it with a Tier 5, Tier 10, and a really challenging Tier 16 map run-through you're going to see at the end of this video as sort of an added highlight. Because I know there are a lot of people who are kind of leveling with Poisonous Concoctions. For some people it's going well, and for some people it's not going well, even if they're following in the footsteps of my guide, it looks like. Although, to be fair, the leveling portion of my guide was not super comprehensive. But anyway, this was a great idea. I almost did this last league, you know, on a few recommendations from other people, but I decided to actually go through and do the Wandering Path setup and then ignore all league mechanics, not trying to rely on Essence for currency, not trying to get Strongbox or Harbinger for added map drops and map sustain. It's completely unnecessary. You're way better off just racing up to, you know, Tier 14, especially these days, Tier 14, 15, or 16, where you can just farm Exarch or Eater altars and make tons of currency with zero investment, per the Mausoleum farming strategy that I came out with last league. If I had known that in advance, I would have absolutely focused more on clearing the Atlas and just getting up there ASAP. So that's what we're doing this time, and as a result, I will definitely make loads of currency today. I already know that. Just taking Poisonous Concoction and doing T15 or T16 Jungle Valleys, which is my plan today for most of the day, which will be streamed live, which you can see probably if you're watching this video shortly after it releases. Kirik Master Mission Chance was pretty cool. Actually not even needed. Honestly, I almost regret putting points in here. I don't really regret putting points in here because the fact that you have extra Kirik Master missions means that I can now blow singular scouting reports and get all the unique maps out of the way for very, very cheap price. So I've... what did he say I have? A 5, 8, 6. I did use 2 white and 1 yellow and 0 red. I didn't have to use a single red map, and I only had to purchase, I think, 2 red maps off of Kirik. Of course, they're pretty expensive off of him, but that's crazy. It was unbelievably inexpensive for me to get through there. I had to buy Val Orbs. That's it. I had to purchase like 10 Val Orbs or something. That is it. Everything else completely self-sustained, doing no league mechanics, definitely not messing with the Crucible league mechanic. So it just blew me away. Yeah, I don't know what... I think Poisonous Concoction basically met my expectations. But the Wandering Path thing, absolutely crazy. It starts off a little weird because you're not doing any league mechanics. Essentially can rush the boss. Imagine being able to rush to the boss, not only not doing league mechanics, but also not even remotely full clearing the map, just rushing to the boss and clearing the Atlas that way. Having enough map drops to clear the Atlas away. It actually worked, except for very early in white maps. Which who cares, because it's white maps and it's easy to ultimately sustain and ramp up from there. But in times gone past, usually it gets harder and harder, progressively harder as you get to yellow and red tier maps to get up there and break into the high tier red maps. It was the complete inverse of this. That's what kind of blew my mind on that. I only killed a Harbinger occasionally if it spawned, because I decided to go ahead and get some quant and rarity there and keep the maps a little easier without the top row. Yeah, so now you know my plan. Now you know how it went. The flash charge situation was, as expected, running on E for most of the campaign, at least at first, until I got Feast Bind and started unlocking a lot of passive skill points here. My character will be in the POB, my current character, but I did forget to mention, I think in the highlights, Entrenched is actually an insane notable. If you have full spell suppression, yeah, your life flasks are gonna have situation's gonna be plenty fine. I probably have too much in the way of it. I could either at this point, I could probably either drop a life flask all the way down to 1, or I could change maybe links to greater multiple projectiles and volley, but I'm not going to because I don't have the AoE anyway. Or maybe drop the overflowing chalice, but I don't think that's a good idea because I would be running a magic sulfur flask anyway, so might as well run this one. This should say it all right here, guys. The fact that I did all this, clear the Atlas, did Eater and Exarch and everything with a double Quicksilver equipped the whole time. I didn't even bother changing it for the bosses. That's how much of an ease it was, at least on my end. And that should say a lot as far as how well the build can function moving forward. The fact that I didn't even need to bother getting a Jade or Granite Flask or anything. Cherubim's Maleficence carries a lot of weight on the defenses. Dendrobate or forgetting the name of it. Carcass Jack is actually pretty good alternatives to this if you want to do those. With Dendrobate, you could drop Herald of Agony and pick up Grace or Malevolence. And drop Herald of Agony and Arctic Armor there. Arctic Armor feels good though. Feels really nice, especially when paired with the shield, which effectively acts as elemental ailment immunity minus freeze. Alright, so there it is. If you have any questions, let me know. I want to keep this video fairly short, but I did want to get the highlights in there, and I do want to show you the maps so you can get a real sense of what it was like running through these maps. Because I'm going to run them exactly the same way. I'm running them these days, and you'll be able to make sense of how I was able to clear the Atlas the way I did. Alright, so with that, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you either on Twitch or in the next one. Alright, take care. Bye for now. First, let's go ahead and run a Tier 5. I'm going to show you how incredibly strong this build is in Tier 5 map. Again, aside from Asena's Gentle Touch with 5 link stuff, there's nothing that special with this gear. I mean, Gold Rim perfectly covers the value of this gear. I mean, basically this helmet, as you can see, I'm in the middle of trying to get an Eldritch implicits on it that are actually useful, but the evasion rating is nice. There. So when I was running these white maps, I basically never full cleared a map. I just rushed the boss. I didn't do any league mechanics. I would full clear a map if it was the highest tier map I had. And of course I would hit like an strongbox, especially an Arcana strongbox, just in case. Well, that looked a lot better in the campaign, didn't it? But this is arcade, so the boss is just out here in the open at the very end. And I mean, you can see everything just dies. On tier 5, everything obviously dies very quickly. And then pop the war banner, and that's it. Wow, I was really excited for a split second there. Okay, like I said, bosses drop a lot of uniques. Now, how fast was that? I don't know how fast that was, but it was pretty damn fast. Let's do it again with a map that's a fair bit harder. I'm guessing that's not worth anything, even on day 2. Sulfur vents. By the way, I did not have to purchase any maps off of trade. So, you know, anyone who has to purchase maps off the trade to sustain, they're definitely shooting themselves in the foot one way or another. They're definitely not strategizing a map atlas clearing process. And I suspected the Wandering Path route would be the best, but I wasn't 100% sure how it would play out. I'm telling you, it just gets better and better. Usually when you're clearing your atlas, it gets harder to sustain at the end, to get those high tier red maps, especially until you finally break into like Eldritch, farming. You get a lot of extra monsters from the Eldritch spawns, and then it's easier to sustain maps and stuff. But yeah, like breaking in from yellows to reds can be really rough. Again, for this one, it was more like breaking into from whites to from low whites to high whites was actually the hardest part. That was definitely the hardest part of my experience in day 1 because it was compounded by the fact that I didn't have full resist or spell suppression on the passive skill tree for a hot second there, and yeah, that made for a pretty rough one. All right, so as you can see, this is the first time I'm running Tropical Island. And I corrupted the map. It turned out 8 mod corrupted. It has crit. It has unique boss. It's going to be extra hard. They have extra chaos res, which I don't normally run. It's desecrated ground. I'm vulnerable. I have less recovery, which actually isn't going to mean anything probably. But here we go. I'm still running. I don't see any reason to pay. I don't have to pay anything for these maps. There's no scarabs, no Keurig bench, nothing. it's not needed. Like, I don't even have to... So you used to have to run, like, I need to run Fortune Favors the Brave to get a League mechanic to spawn so I can have a better chance of getting map drops. Man, that rubric, completely out the window. I don't even run, you know... I'm not even running Tugin Expedition. I'm just blasting these all the way to the point where I don't even need to run Tugin. I don't even need to, like... I'm going to kill the magic and rare monsters, of course. But again, think about how comfortable you would have to be with map sustain to feel like on the highest tier map of completion, you don't even need to fully clear the map. Just kill a few monsters and, you know, you can know. Now, we already saw a map drop, didn't we? Didn't we already see a map drop? We saw an adjacent map. No, we haven't seen. So I have not even gotten an adjacent map drop yet. I think, unless Tropical Island isn't an actual tier 16. The Watchstone might be driving the price up, so maybe it is actually an adjacent map. We'll have to look at it in a second. So remember, this is a very, very hard map. Like, this is super nasty map mods. They can be harder, but not much harder than this. So you would think that I would probably be struggling a lot on this, right? Either with damage or defenses or both. And yet somehow, you know, it's I'm not trying to brag, but again, for those of you who are struggling immensely, like just getting into red map, if you have gear like mine, again, a Zenith's Gentle Touch is definitely making this a bit easier. But even without that, it's... Okay, there we go. This, presumably, was the adjacent map drop. Arsenal, T16 there. I'm guessing. Kind of hard to tell once you start using Watchstone, because the adjacent map might be a different tier or something. But then they all look the same tier. Tropical Island will be a terrifically fun map. Oh, Jungle Valley, yeah, my favorited map. Tropical Island will be a very popular map for Delirium Mirror farming, or just Delirium Orb farming even. Just, you know, go through there. Alright, we got a hard boss to do here. Let's focus a little bit. I don't want to muck this up. It's usually an easy boss. Alright, I'm about to test my War Banner thing here. We'll try it out. I'm going to stand here and, okay. I wasn't paying attention to where... let's see, what was it? Immortal Call was? It might have been down, or maybe he actually one-shotted me through it. That's alright. I did progress. I did actually get 3 bars of experience, or 2 bars of experience just doing this map. But anyway, I wanted to show you what it kind of looks like. You know, I'm asking a little bit much to try to do this against a boss with these mods on a T16. You know, and this boss archetype that has a freaking monkey slam. I should obviously probably just ring around the rosy like this, and then it's easy. And I'll show you the Culling Strike. There you saw Culling Strike. That was off of the Ancestral Protector, and well, there you go. I mean, I'm walking away with 3 tier 16 maps, and that was pretty easy, and I'm basically guaranteed one of them at least. Another Prism Weave. That's another couple chaos. Oops, did I say 3? I meant 4. 4 tier 16 maps. And